Welcome to Verbal Pick Radio, where we give you a verbal image of life, and we are every day. People like to welcome you all to the show. Look, in this current climate, I'd like to thank a scientist by the name of Shabazz, who led an expedition into the jungles of Africa to make our people live a life of hardship in order to endure what they saw, what we'd go through in the future. If we hadn't did this experiment, we wouldn't have made the harsh treatment of slavery. So I'm thanking the scientist Shabazz. Now, in the present day climate that we live in, look, as the Honorable Elijah Muhammad stated, cook, eat out of your own kitchen. But if you do go to a restaurant, know to cook. Because in this climate, you know, they're coming at us from all types of ways. But by us being conditioned through that experiment led by the God Shabazz, today we're able to withstand and overcome a lot of things that was placed upon us, right? And I'm going to read to you all something on this subject so you can understand what was going on. Now, mind you, remember when Columbus came to America, he thought he was in India. Prior to the people of India 16,000 years ago that came to the Americas, if you go to India today, you will see dog, jet black people with straight hair, right? Those are our ancestors who left Africa, crossed through the Indus Valley into India, right? And we're going to get into a bit of that tonight on the show, right? So check this out. This is about Shabazz, the scientist. Named Shabazz, took his family and wandered down into the jungles of Africa. Prior to that time, no one lived in the jungles. Our people were soft. They were black, but they were soft and delicate, fine. They had straight hair. Right here on this earth, you find some of them look like that today. They are black as night, but their hair is like silk. And originally, all our people had that kind of hair, but this scientist took his family down into the jungles of Africa and living in the open, living a jungle life, eating all kinds of food, had an effect on the appearance of our people. Actually, living in the rough climate, our hair became stiff, like it is now. Because Shabazz knew that in the future, we had to toughen up to endure what we was getting ready to endure during slavery, because no other race could have made it out of that. I mean, harsh, hot conditions. Now, the hair, well, when we moved into this hot, in the jungles of Africa, in that hot climate, our hair had to curl up, or what they call kink up, or what they call napped up, in order to protect our brain from the heat of the sun constantly beaming down upon our heads. So it created a sense of protection, right? And we did that to toughen our people up for this harsh condition that we would experience in our sojourn in the Americas, right? And it's still going on today, because we're the only people that can survive what's being done upon us. Think about it. Injustice, police brutality, food deserts, a lack of nutrition in the food within our communities, liquor stores on every corner. Problems from health and so forth. COVID-19, and we still thriving. But that's because we were predestined to go through this hardship, but we were made in such a way to make sure that we would come out on the other end of this and still be able to function and still move forward, right? The original man of earth was grateful to have survived. Wait, we're going to go back right here. According to the Nation of Islam, and what I read was the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad that was taught to him by Master Farad Muhammad. It says, according to the Nation of Islam, the tribe of Shabazz is the original people of the earth, also referred to as the original man or the Asian black nation. All of humanity is a direct descendant from the tribe of Shabazz, but appear to be ethnically different through countless years of grafting. They first lived on the earth 66 trillion years ago. Yes, that is correct. 66 trillion years ago. During this time in our galaxy's history, the earth and the moon were still one, and our planet was populated by 13 tribes. An ancient scientist named Shabazz wanted to unite the 13 tribes of earth under one language but failed. So then he attempted to destroy the earth by blowing it up. As a result, a chunk of the earth became the moon, and all the tribes died except the tribe of Shabazz, which is us. The original man of earth was grateful to have survived and understood their blessed position to still be living and breathing. Shabazz, the ancient scientist, the creator, recognized the strength of his people and decided to guide them through life. He wanted to make his people tough, so 50,000 years ago, he moved them to the jungles of East Asia, which actually refers to Africa, the cradle of civilization. Here, the tribe of Shabazz learned how to endure the harsh side of life and conquered every wild beast they encountered. Through thousands of years, the tribe of Shabazz migrated slowly through Africa, finally discovering the best part of the planet to sustain life, the Fertile Crescent, the rich Nile Valley, and the present seat of the holy city Mecca. When digging into the symbolism of this mythology, the ancient scientist Shabazz is synonymous with Yahweh, God, Allah, even Mother Earth herself. The tribe of Shabazz is simply the first humans who came into being through the course of evolution. It is the universal force that manifests itself through the nature of our planet and our very own selves. In the Holy Bible, the tribe of Shabazz is called the children of Israel. For the word Shabazz, Israel, and Hebrew all have the same meaning, but originated from different languages. In the Jewish language, Israel means chosen tribe, and in the Hebrew language, it means God's elect. The tribe of Shabazz is the stir of humanity without the lies, dogma, and doctrine of organized religion. The Nation of Islam believes Christianity was created to enslave the mind and promote white supremacy, claiming it to be a manifestation of Satan. The teachings of Jesus Christ are not the teachings of Christianity, and the church suppresses the truth to control the world. To be like Christ is to be free, just, equal. These are the teachings of Islam and of the original man. Christianity has created a white, blue-eyed Christ, but the Nation of Islam knows he was a black man of the God tribe of Shabazz. Over the past 6,000 years, humanity has been wrapped into believing the lies and deception of the church, leaving most hallowed and soulless. The Nation of Islam wants to reclaim the sacred heart and permeate peace and love throughout the universe, for we are children of the divine. Now back to Shabazz palaces. What does it mean? It means we are all born divine, perfect, a marriage of spirit and flesh. It is understanding every moment and every breath of life is divine and a blessing. To live infinitely in every passing moment. Your body is your temple, their palace, and heaven is here on earth. No waiting for an afterlife, no life of suffering. It is embracing the depths of your soul and realizing you are a child of the sun and stars, a being of the universe. It is about standing up for what is pure against the grain of our violent society and reclaiming our spirituality. To me, it is representing being completely and beautifully human. So that's where we at, right? Thank God for Shabazz and having us to be in such a way that we can endure all the hardships that we face today in 2020 and keep moving, because, in a presidential election such as we have today, and they say you got to pick the lesser of two evils, what you're saying is both of them are evil, but hey, you got to get which one that won't hurt you the most. And we don't have time for that. We have to rebuild, reclaim ourselves, accept our own, be ourselves, and thrive. We have one among us that's a warner, that's teaching black people all over the globe, and that's Minister Farrakhan, who stands for truth. So if you want to gather knowledge outside of what was given to you by your oppressor, then you go on YouTube and just find any speech by Minister Farrakhan and gather that knowledge, so you can have a multitude of knowledge, a wealth of knowledge, a weight of knowledge, so you can keep your sanity in this crazy world. We know all of the marches that's taking place, and you notice how any people that saying Black Lives Matter, the president are calling them thugs and hoodlums and whatnot, but yet when the right-wing neo-Nazis and white nationalists march, he called them fine citizens, and the police is not spraying gas upon them, and they're not shooting rubber bullets at the white nationalist marches or the militia marches. They're only doing that with the Black Lives Matter marches, and you got to understand why, which everyone knows why, and it's obvious. It's obvious to understand where we stand at in this America. So, but it's up to us to change it with the power of our minds, the power of our will, to create the type of environment in which we want to live in, just with the power of thought. So start seeing yourself as a value, and you'll start thinking valuable. Verbal Pick Radio, we out.